Hi there. In this video we'll be taking a look at an EINHELL HYPRESSO 1824 Li. And if you're wondering what is this thing, it's basically a pressure washer with a battery. And it's much more compact than your average pressure washer, but obviously the pressure that it can output is much lower. This thing is not so much for cleaning your car, for example. You can use it to clean your bicycle, maybe motorbike, car, nope. But it's mostly for cleaning around the house. Just various things on your patio or maybe on your walls. For example, I have small spots of some green algae, I think, or something like that. I want to get rid of those. And they also tell you for watering. And I was wondering, but why wouldn't you directly use a hose if you have one? Then I realized this thing can actually pull water from anything, because it can suck the water from a bucket, from a barrel, from a pond, from anything. So that means watering. It's basically a pump at a point. And its nozzle is multifunction. You just rotate it and you have every single lenses in one. And it seems it also has an eco mode, protection for the battery, don't want water in the battery, quick connection for a hose, and the included things, 2 extensions. You can use them or not use them. This probably to put some soap or something in that recipient if you need to foam up something. 5-meter hose, protection for the battery, and this pouch. And if you want to read a little bit more, right here. So that's quite nice, honestly. And for a long time I've been waiting for something like this to be done by EINHELL, because that's the max pressure and this is the max water flow. I really didn't want to use the big one that's able to clean cars just for small stuff around the house. And they finally did it. Not available yet in my country, so I got it from Amazon. But it's here. So let's open this box and take a look inside and obviously start to use it, because this is why I bought it. Okay, I wanted to unbox it in high speed, but then decided no, it's better to give you my first impressions. Pouch is really nice with this on one side, so it will be able to dry up even when it's inside the pouch. That's a good idea. And it obviously has this, and you can tighten it at the end. Let me try and put this down, or maybe not down, but at least to the side. This thingy, it's heavy. It's really heavy for its size. Don't get me wrong, you will be able to hold it in your hand, but it is heavy, so it should be packing a punch. Nice, really nice. On off, so no speed control in here. Lock unlock. Nice. Eco mode from a switch. If you want more info right here. This seems to be transparent in here, not really sure why, but yeah, partially transparent at least. All of this is rubber, the black part. This is the hose connection. Hopefully it will also connect to the hose that I have in my yard. We'll see about that. Battery connection, obviously it has the extended 3-year warranty if you register it on EINHELL's website, based on the serial number that you can find on the tool itself. So that's quite cool. Be back in a second. Got rid of that label. For connection, we have something in here. I can see a spring deep in there. Let me bring in more light, take a better look. Yeah, there's a spring in there. All of this is plastic. Okay. Hopefully it is strong enough to handle everything that we throw at it. Okay. I guess it should be good. Hypresso. Nice. Let's continue. Ah, come on. Get out of there. The foaming device. So basically, I've got no freaking clue. Oh, that's the nozzle directly. Now it's somewhat at least makes sense. We'll see that in a moment. What's the size of this? 300 milliliter. I think the light is no longer required and I should get it away. It's just bothering us at the moment. That should be more than plenty. Adjustment from here. Let me see, do we actually see anything happening? No, we are probably just... are we breaking something? Ah, so it's lock unlock. It's not a thread. It's just lock unlock. Okay. Interesting. A little bit of a hose in here. Yeah, I kind of wish it were a thread, because otherwise you can already see some pressure marks in the plastic where it's tightening against this. So yeah, in time I have no clue what will happen, but hey, little guy, where are you going to allow me to lock it? So like here, and it's locked. Yeah, hopefully it will last enough. Maybe we can buy this separately if needed, at least this part. Let's go on. So we have one extension, another extension, and they seem to be absolutely identical. PA66, 30% glass fiber. You can kind of see it in here, so these things are really strong. This will lock onto the tip of this, and obviously you can actually use one to extend the other. It has the same system as that has inside of it. I have got no clue what this is. Ah, here is unlocked, so it gives you enough room to put it in here. Something like that, so it's in. And now you come back and lock it, and it cannot go back because it's locked. If you unlock it, push on it a little bit, it comes out, and yeah, now I also see the spring there. So the spring is pushing in the end of this, and it's actually holding everything tight together. Sorry. Come on, we can do this. Tight together and locked. But this makes sure it is fully locked. Yeah, so depends on what you need. You might add extensions, or you might add no extension whatsoever. Yeah, okay, I like this. So this thing, the thing is 100% identical. This is the tip of it with all the possible modes in here. And it seems, let's try and lock it directly to the tool itself. Hopefully we can do that. We'll find out in a moment. Push it so it locks, then push it to unlock and allow it to come out, and let's see. Okay-ish. Ah. Nice. And on top it shows you the type of pattern that it will do. So this is straight, this is wide, probably for watering. Oh, this is even wider, maybe this is watering. And this could be the variant where it rotates. So this is probably for cleaning cement and stuff like that. Nice, okay, I like this. And you can extend it to what you need. cool. That's actually really cool. Obviously battery cover, and it should work. Remove before charging. Yes, obviously. Let me check something. I think, as far as I know, this is the biggest that EINHELL offers, 4 amp hours. Maybe meanwhile they have even bigger, but I'm not aware of that. Can we fit it in here? Or is it only for smaller batteries? Yeah, it is the size, the proper size for such a big battery, and I am going to leave the battery in. Do we still see it? Yes, we still perfectly see it. Let me see. Does it at least try to seal? Oh, it might try to seal in here. Maybe I should have put the battery first, and yeah, that's what you get if you are not reading the manual. Probably I should have connected the battery first and only then put that thing on. Yeah, and it's locked. Maybe I'm also missing something else, like do not connect the battery before connecting the water hose. Do not... Ooh, was this lock? I hope this was lock. Yeah, it was lock. Maybe it was dumb to try and press it without water, but I still did it. So make sure it's at least locked, that you cannot start it, especially pointing towards yourself. But at least, again, not without water being connected. Yeah, I guess you could say it's sealing up. Not a perfect seal. At the end of it, for example, it's not really in, but yeah, should be good enough. Water should not prefer to go in there, should prefer to go on the outside. So yeah, overall I would say it's a decent fit. You can wiggle it around. Maybe in time this silicone will be a bit more easier to handle. Believe me, I'm not disconnecting this again until I use it. I don't want to go through that again right now. This is the filter. So if you are drawing from a pond or something, you are going to be connecting this thing to the end of your hose. The hose itself seems really nice with insert, and it's the type that you cannot easily crush. So it doesn't want to crush. It prefers to bend. That's perfect. I have one that when you do this, it's always crushed. So that sucks. Obviously remove that. We also have this thingy. Let's see, is it on? Yeah, it's on. So this will always be on your hose, which is perfect, because otherwise you will freaking lose it. Doesn't matter which end, they are both identical. So now you can draw from a pond. And to clean it, yikes. This is a magnet. One moment. Magnet detector. Magnet. No, this is not a magnet. Then what the hell is it? I was sure that it's going to stop magnetic particles. Magnet. Not magnet. Well, I don't know what's... I'm dumb, sorry. You know what is this thing? It's just a weight to make sure that this thing will stay... sorry, I wasn't opening it right. Just a weight to make sure the filter stays at the bottom of whatever you are drawing from. So, yeah. Okay, I guess that's fair enough. Filter. How do I get it out of here? It's not going to come out unless you unlock these thingies. Or maybe you could even do it like this with something and keep it. But why is it going that hard? Shouldn't be that hard. What the hell? And it actually went out. Yeah, it just didn't make sense. So this is the little guy. You can clean it, but you should be able to also clean it directly in here. And now just put it back in here. It seems to like to go with one of those 4 edges into this slot in here, and it's locked. Not going down anymore, it's locked by these 2 sides again. Okay, I guess that's cool. Nice little thingy. Let's put its weight back. And as you can see, this will be a long video, but I wanted to go into detail with everything in here. And now let's read the manual after we did everything. So this, all the numbers are right here. Okay, now we have a bit of info right here. So to clean vehicles, machines, buildings, facades in the private sector. So this is not a professional tool. You will just lose your warranty and it will break down. It's not made to handle professional use. That's not its purpose. It's for home use. Some info right here. So it's IPX0 and the weight is 2.5 kilos. So it has a bit of weight behind it. The equipment provided. These are the, I don't know, suitable batteries, for example. So we are going with something bigger than what's written here, but it fits. Pressure, sound pressure level, vibrations. So this will vibrate. Do not point this ever at any living thing or at anything that's easily damaged by water under pressure. Just so you know. Wear protection and stuff like that. Before putting into operation, yes, you do insert the battery first and then you put this sleeve on. Did it a bit the wrong way around. Some info about how to use this thing correctly. So with water at max 40 degrees, not hotter than that. Not dirty water or with chemicals in it. The only chemicals you can put foaming agent or cleaning agent in here, but that will only come out through here and the water will basically take it out and push it out, so it's not going through the pump. The pump will be destroyed by any chemicals in your water. Changing the battery pack. Yes, of course, you need to take this out first and only then change the battery, and you must make sure this is properly seated when you are using this, so water does not get into your battery. And first use, after you have assembled it, it's in locked position. You normally unlock it, already connected to water and water turned on, and you press this. It will allow some air trapped in there to get out, and only then you press the trigger itself. So yeah, there's that. Interesting. And when where is it when you are not using it for a while, you need to fully drain it. So you basically run it without water connected for about a minute, which is a bit weird. I wasn't expecting that, but it seems that's the way to clean it until no more water emerges from the tool. You've pumped out all the water from it, because otherwise it seems lime deposits will form in the tool and it will create problems. So yeah, that's about it. Let's connect this and play with it, learn how to properly use it. Quite a beefy motor. In this area you can see it, big. Hopefully it works fine and we have a blast. Okay, so basically this is the tap. When you press this, it allows water to come out and flow through the hose into this thing. And obviously when you squeeze it, it opens up water and it starts the motor itself. Something like that. seems fairly effective from close range at least. Let me play on that and see what I can do. Okay, I would say that's much better. Not perfect. Maybe we also need some cleaning agent for the really old lines, or you could do this after a few days of rain when everything is already wet and maybe easier to remove, or preventive action. Don't let it get this bad. But it's working better than expected and not damaging the wall, at least from what I see. And I'm also quite afraid to go too close to it, obviously. And it's much better than what it was, but still not perfect. So I think I will buy some active foam or some detergent or something to try and clean it even better. It's wet now, so when it's dry it will be better, but still we have a little bit to go. This thing, as you can see, same idea. 99% gone, but still a bit of algae on it and whatnot. And apart from the circular dirt buster, we also have this one. This thing I think would put holes in cement. Let me try and rotate this with one hand. Let's see, next one. And I think the next one is even wider spray. Yep. But I mostly used the dirt blaster. And we're done for the day. Purge this thing so it doesn't have any water in it. Does not overheat. You can just feel it a bit warm. Absolutely no issue. I think we have about 17 or 18%. Oh no, I went down to 13. I played a bit from the last time I checked. Played a bit more. Water does not really go into the battery. You just have a bit of overspray from that, but no dripping from anywhere to get into the battery, so that's good. No dripping from here, and it also has this guard, so it will not let water. This is somewhat a kind of flexible connection, so I'm expecting it connects to something made of rubber internally, which is great. Not easy to rip it off, most likely. Rip it out. Anyway, there's that. Battery, this big one, 8 amp hour, holds more than I would expect for the amount of work that this is doing and how long I played with it. It's strong. I wouldn't dare put something stronger than this against a wall and expect not to rip apart the decoration from the bricks. So this is about the max I dare to put in there, and that's perfect. I don't need more than this, but I want to get some kind of foam and maybe also be able to remove those marks that have been made in the last 4 years or something like that. I always thought it's just a bit of dust that got stuck in there with a bit of water. No, might actually be some algae, and some other live things in there that really got deep into the decoration on the wall. So yeah, hopefully I can clean it. If not, well, that's life, live and learn, whatever. And now obviously first strip the protection from the battery and only then unplug the battery and put it to charge. Make sure you don't find any white water spots on it, but I don't see absolutely any sign of that. Absolutely zero marks of water on this thing whatsoever. Absolutely zero. And let's also make some foam. I will fill this up, attach it, adjust it, and see how it goes. And this is what I'm using. This does not have a real thread on it. You just push it down and lock it. And this is the side with the markings on it, and this always needs to be on that side. If you try another way, it will not work because it has that stupid pin right there, which only works on this side. So yeah, push it and lock it in place, and now it's good to go. Okay, seems to be foaming up. Don't expect the thick foam that you find at a car wash. It will not do that, but good enough. Not perfect, but I guess it's good enough. And watch out for this adjustment, it's going to eat up this in a heartbeat if you put too much. And also, this is that small that you need some kind of funnel, otherwise you will be pouring a lot of it on the ground, which kind of sucks. Another warning, don't even think of leaving this on its side for a moment. Everything in this will just run out. It has no seals whatsoever anywhere. And this adjustment for the moment, to me, it seems kind of fiddly. Really hard to get the level just right. Either too much or not at all. Okay, so played around with it. This thing is not meant to really clean things that are properly dirty. It's more like maintenance stuff, getting dust out of things the easy way for you, so you just point it at the general direction and it will get the dust off. For the battery, it's easiest to put it on and then just put this front on and slide the back in place. So that's the way to install this protection on it, and water will not get to it, so don't worry about that. You will not have issues like that. If you put this protection in the proper position, 0 drops of water on it. It's not leaking from anywhere. I've used it, I think, for 1.5 hours. It did heat up, but not overheat, so no issues with that. Again, good cooling on it. Do not cover the cooling when you are using it. You will start to feel it in your hand if you have a beefy battery, but with a weaker 4 amp, let's say, battery, it doesn't have the maximum power, so you do need a beefier battery on it. If you want to use detergent, it will use it like there's no tomorrow. Let's say somebody dumb enough, like me, would actually try to foam up the car just to see what happens. Well, you will be using one full I don't know, container. So one of these containers will be going into foaming up a car, and you will not be cleaning the car. You will just be playing around, but your car will be still absolutely dirty at the end of it. Doesn't have enough water flow, enough pressure. It's, I don't know, maybe a quarter of the power of a pressure washer from the professional cleaning, I don't know, points where you go and wash your car. So, and about half of the power of a home use care hair. For example, I will link my father's care hair in the description. Yes, I was a dumbass when I made that particular video because I used the dirt blaster on the car. Do not do that anyway, but I will link it in the description. That's at least twice as powerful as this. This is mostly around the house. It will not destroy stuff. It's not strong enough. From about 30 centimeters on this setting, so not the widest. There is an even wider one, right this. I touched my hand by mistake from about 30 centimeters again. I felt it, I felt the pressure, but not to hurt me or anything. If you do it at a professional place where you wash your car, it probably will hurt like a son of a bitch. This does not. So yeah, at this point I want to also try and use it to suck its own water from a bucket tomorrow and see how that goes. But overall, I've made my opinion. This is not a replacement for a wall-powered one. I was used to battery-operated tools being almost as good as wall-powered ones lately. This just cannot be, because it's much smaller than wall-powered pressure washers. So it cannot be. Do not think you are replacing one of those with this, because you won't. This is to clean your bicycle, your patio, and again dust from various things. It will do that quite well. As you could see, I kind of managed to also clean the wall quite well. So for stuff like that, and it will not destroy stuff because it's not strong enough. So for me, it's kind of the purpose that I got it for, it kind of fits it and does the job right. But yeah, don't expect too much out of it, and remember to always lock it. So press on this, sorry about that, press on this side, now it's locked, you cannot trigger it by mistake, and pull out the battery and yeah, whatnot. And about the eco mode, I never thought of using it, so probably, yeah, I pressed it because, damn it, lock it. I was playing with it, I forgot to empty it, and I went outside to empty it, and I came back and forgot to lock it, so yeah. Anyway, eco mode, maybe it's good to water your daisies or something, but not for anything else, that's for sure. Getting ready to test how this draws water from a bucket, but I already saw something that I don't like. This attachment, you can yank it out even if this is locked in place. So I don't know what's up with that. Make sure it's on the bottom. Everything connected. Oh, forgot to press on this. Luckily, I'm an idiot, so you don't have to be. It was not pushed enough. You really need to push on it. And now it's in. And also on this one, it needs to go all the way up here, and it won't go easily, so you need to push on it and wiggle it around, and now it's locked. Yeah, and now I think you will see how it will draw water. And we can also see in the bucket how it's going down slowly. But just to give an idea of the power of this thing when it's not relying on any sort of external pressure, so it's just creating its own by sucking from that bucket. This is just some weed, some grass maybe it's better to call it, that got glued by itself here when I cut the grass a week ago or something like that, and it kind of dried up on the pavement, and look at this. This went out of the water and now it's again going. So it can get the job done, but don't expect too much power from this because it's not there. So yeah, overall that's about it for this video. Do I regret buying this, although it's less powerful than I hoped? Nope, not at all. I can still do what I wanted with it. I'm not afraid it will damage any piece of wood on the terrace or something like that. It's good for cleaning bird poop, dust, mud, I don't know, other weak stains, but if you have any sort of oily residue and stuff like that, or really old grime, yeah, it might not be able to get it out of the way. This is again more for maintenance than fixing stuff many years after they happened, so yeah. And obviously you can simply use it as a pump to draw water from a bucket and water your plants by just removing actually that tip. Maybe you want to use the extension still or something like that. Depends on you. So it can also do pump duty, but you need to hold it in your hand and have it pressed because it will not lock its button pressed in anyway. And when not using it, you can obviously disassemble everything, throw them in the bag to have them all in one place and not lose anything, and store them away. And yeah, that's about it. Hope this video helps you, in which case please give it a like, check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one. Bye.